This is a quick review of the police helicopter incident. So the police helicopter must have snuck up the park behind me because he did the exit route from the park that splits off in many different locations. Sometimes it splits off and goes out over 24092 conveniently. Sometimes it goes over the October 16th event, a couple houses down. Sometimes it goes directly over my house or in the 11 p.m. or the 11 p.m. line if they cut out early and then decided to fly down over 24092. And sometimes they do little bit variations all around and near me in order to say that, oh, sometimes it goes over his house and sometimes it doesn't. And then sometimes they get caught doing another psychotic power circle event in a similar location to one of those split off routes that don't exist, and then they just say that it's routine. So today he just made a routine out of every single damning event that I've shown everyone. Every single one he just flew through. So the park, he started in the park, then he crossed out over the October 16th house by making a left out of the park, and then he crossed over my street straight and did a tail wave, crossed over the two-story house and continued to tail wave, and he did it for an extended distance to cover up for the fact that he did it in a small distance originally, just over my head, because it was a personal interaction saying, screw you, this is a cover-up of all cover-ups. And then he continued out into the October 30th spot, which is behind the two-story house and between the two-story house and Geronimo Road, and he did circles there for the October 30th, and then he moved over to Geronimo Cordillera and then did circles there, a couple, and then I got on the roof, and then he did a big left swoop, then right swoop, and went out over Geronimo Montilla and was doing the extended circles that come back up almost to my street, and then he disappeared, probably did a straight line dart cover up from behind that. So that's an incorporation of almost every single one. So that's what I'm talking about. That's a prime example. If you just flying past this spot now accounts for doing psychotic 50-foot altitude power circles, threatening me with military power on my head. So as long as you just fly by another time, then you can say, oh, well, that event he was taking a call, or he was dropped a sandwich. It has nothing to do with you, the only person around. If I was 20 feet down the street, the circles would be 20 feet in that direction. If I was 100 feet away, they'd be right on top of my head. I could see the dude when he's doing these things. I'm looking at him through the glass. And now everyone's like, oh, well, maybe he turned, maybe he didn't, and now he's still out here. I thought it was done. It's ridiculous. This dude's such a criminal. And he's stupid.